just don't make sense, and you need a friend. Grab a hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Put up camera 14. Put up camera 14. Take me now.
Welcome back, Matt.
That went smoothly, that
Yes.
transition.
Perfect.
It's so good to be back with you. I feel energized. I feel redeemed. And mostly I'm just happy to be back inside my bolo.
It fits you well. You look healthy. You look good. A week off served you well.
No bolo around my neck. I feel naked. I feel powerless to approach the world. But once I put it on, I have the confidence I need. I know that I've made the right career decisions and that no one can touch me. And I owe it all to the power of the bolo.
I just want to thank Jock again for his support and help last week. You did a great job, Jock. But now that Matt's back,
He did.
we're ready to do the show. I feel healthy with you here, Matt. I feel you bring this sense that calms me. If I were to have any illnesses, you're a natural remedy.
Echinacea.
Yes. Don't take
I'm
medicine.
taking a lot of it this week, in fact, and as part of my supplements for my vegetarian meals in prison. They allow that. So
Good.
I feel strong.
Good. It's nice to sit next to you. Feel this warmth. My left side of my face feels better.
How does the right side of your face feel?
It feels cold, distant, but I figured I could turn during the show and just do that.
To warm the left, okay.
Correct.
How are you guys doing out there? I guess before we do anything else, we should commemorate the beginning of the
Right.
show and my
And welcome
return.
back.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here,
It's a deal.
and it's a deal. We thank you once again for joining us. This is the William Street Swap Shop. My colleague Zach and I host this. My other colleague is me, and my name is Matt. I've been gone for a week. I was doing a short amount of court-ordered time for misdemeanor cannibalism at the Fulton County Jail. It's good to be back.
How was that experience?
It was a challenging time for my family and I appreciate you guys' respect for my privacy in this
You're
matter.
welcome. We did not talk about it at all last week. We left it alone.
I thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I just say, leave my family out of it. That's what my policy
That's right.
always.
That's right. We like to look at your items. We like to trade them. And in the process of trading your items, we already completed one big deal, and we'll probably complete more in the future. But in that process, we make friends. We tell stories. We interact with each other. We entertain each other, whether we read a poem to each other or we share advice. Say you need to confront a roommate who's been a bit messy. Call in and talk with us, and we'll help you figure that out. It's difficult, and sometimes the internet doesn't have all the answers, and that's where we come in. We're on the internet. We have the answers.
There's been a lot of talk about the digital revolution. You know, there's Wi-Fi, there's downloads, there's all kinds of technology you get right in the palm of your hand. When they walked on the moon, would they have thought any of this is possible? Probably not. So guess what? If you were to go back and tell Neil Armstrong about technological advances, I hope you would mention our cyber swap show.
That's right. That's the first thing that would come to mind if I were a time traveler. Came back and found out about it. Matt, it's good to have you back. Let's take a look at some new items.
All right. I heard the inbox has been just crackling all week long,
Oh, so many items.
and I missed the crackle of the inbox as I was gone.
Take a peek at this right behind us.
This is an interesting one. It's a funny joke thumbtack
Right. Look
from
at it.
one of our premier members of the community, Daniel.
And the joke is, it's a thumb on a tack. Is that a real thumb, Daniel? Did you sever that? Probably not. It's probably a silly gag you got at Spencer's. Not
If you're
your
watching,
friend.
I'd like to know whose thumb was the mold cast from. Was it like a famous video game player or someone with a prominent thumb? Who did they mold that thumb off of? Or is it you, Daniel? Did you make this yourself and create a mold with your own thumb with plaster of Paris and then pour in the silicone polymer? Or was it 3D printed?
The nice thing about this thumbtack is not only can you use it to hang things on your clipboard when you have important office meetings you have to go to and you do not want to forget about. You can also, if you have a missing thumb, you can tack this into your hand and replace your thumb, and no one will know.
What's the most important document you've ever tacked to the wall?
Oh,
Currently on your office right now, which one do you like?
I
Which
would
tacked item do you like?
definitely my conference phone number. When I have business meetings, the conference line, I need to know the number, and sometimes I forget it, and I look up and it's tacked right there. That
Yeah.
will never be deleted from my inbox because it's real. It's a copy. It's on my clipboard with a tack on it. 2 tacks so it doesn't get blown away when the fan's on.
Apple, they put out different apps every week. People on the App Store, they say, oh, this can replace this physical thing. This can replace this physical calendar. Good luck replacing a thumbtack with an app. It's just not going to happen.
No. You can make as many apps as you want, Silicon Valley, but tacks, keep that to the professionals at the depot, Office Depot.
Do you want to shout out anybody at Office Depot right now that you know that works there?
Just shout out to Brian. You're doing a great job managing. I know you have a busy day ahead of you, and it's always been busy, but you know what? Hang in there. The biggest sale of the year is coming up, and then right around the corner is back to school.
Call from.
Ride that out. Our first caller of my return.
Hello. Welcome to the
hello.
Hello, welcome to the shop. Come on in.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey,
good.
It's good.
I
Is
think
this
I
Tony?
recognize this voice.
Yes, this is Tony.
The voice of a delicate angel.
I'm glad to see you back, Matt.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I was hoping I might hear from you today and that my reunion would be complete. What have you ever tacked, Tony? What do you like to tack to your wall?
Posters, and the normal stuff, right?
Do you ever tack any important things, anything to remind yourself, I have to tack this or I'm going to forget and make a big fool of myself?
Yeah, all the time, like notes or like, stuff like that.
Grocery list. Here's what to get at the grocery store. Do not forget to get oranges, grapes, and a little snack. Something maybe a little unhealthy, like a box of cookies.
A treat.
A little treat for yourself.
But it also ruins your walls, so you gotta be careful.
A little spackle. Fix
Right.
that right up.
Or get a cork board.
What does Tony get at the grocery store when Tony goes grocery shopping?
It has to be soda, like just nothing but soda.
Nothing but soda.
Nothing but-
Hashtag NBS.
NBS.
Nothing but soda.
And does that give you the energy you need for the day? Just like 20 sodas?
Yeah, that's what I need to function every day.
Nice.
They have a lot of caffeine in them. You don't drink coffee. You
Yeah,
drink
it's
sodas. That's
always
what you need.
I always gotta get my Coke,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a time when you were struggling through the day and then a Coke really turned you around? Like, would you want to tell us what you'd like to say to the Coke that did that for you?
Thank you for being part of my life. I can't do it without you.
It's a secret recipe, Coca-Cola. If they have it locked away in a vault here in Atlanta, we don't even know what it is. And we live
Just
right
down
next
the
door
street.
to it.
The vault is right
Right.
about a mile away from here.
I think that's going to be the new Ocean's 14 movie, is figuring out what the secret recipe is to Coca-Cola.
Do you think it's people?
They use humans to make it?
Yeah,
Possibly.
that's what I think.
Possibly.
I think they should make it Ocean's 15 and add Tony as like the hacker with a heart of gold.
That would be we should make a trailer for that. Tony,
Yeah.
could you give some
I
lines
would
for
love
the
to see
could you
that.
give some lines for the trailer real quick in case we decide to move forward with that in our budget?
Yeah, can you say, I don't know, it's so encrypted I can't get through.
I don't know. It's still encrypted. I can't get through.
And then how about this encryption is like I've never seen before.
This encryption, I have never seen before.
And then try, once you get into that vault, save me a 2-liter.
And once you get into that vault, save me a 2-liter.
That's right.
And then just real quick, like my whole life is a lie.
My whole life is a lie.
Okay. That's going to be maybe a deleted scene, but just in case we want to have that one.
That
Tony,
sounds good.
Ocean's 15 would be a great film. Can't wait to see it. We'll make a trailer for it. A custom trailer. It should be good enough. A lot of big executives come to our office, and I think if we show this trailer to them, they will have to make it.
And just real quick, there's going to be an explosion, so I want like a scream when the explosion goes off, but I don't want you to like overdrive the mic. So do like a quiet screaming for when you jump away from the explosion.
All right. Now?
Yeah,
All right. Ah!
a little quieter, please.
Like,
Ah!
sorry, I was.
Ah!
I'm talking one more time. Sorry.
And make it last at least 7 seconds.
All right. Ah!
All right. I think we got what we need to put the trailer together.
Can't wait to see this trailer cut, printed. They're gonna see it. They're gonna. Everybody wants to know what the secret is inside that Coca-Cola recipe. Everyone drinks it, and you know what?
It makes the world happy, just like
That's
Tony.
right. I was at a speech once. They were giving in Atlanta, where they said there's 2 things you can get around the world from Atlanta: CNN and Coca-Cola.
All right.
And William Street Swap Shop now, of course, because we broadcast live every day on the internet. Anyone can watch us. International. We are an international show.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
We've traded items to Slovakia, and I believe I just saw before the show started a viewer from France in the chat. I hope they have stuck around to enjoy the show.
And real quick, we want to say a bienvenidos to our Latin American viewing
That's right.
audience.
Benjamin, it's Santiago, Chile.
And we're going
know.
to slowly do a greeting in each language. That was the first one, bienvenidos. Actually, the first one was welcome. We did in English a
Right.
little while ago. And then we got bienvenidos covered, and then probably later this week we'll do some sort of, we have to research some
Right.
other languages.
I think in Austria and, well, actually in German they say hello, because I was there once and they just said hello. In fact, they just don't pronounce the H. Hello.
So German's sort of just like English, except no H sounds.
Right. Canada.
It's almost like it.
Canada is hello or hi.
Yeah, but they say the A after that.
Right.
So it's like, hello, A.
We'll get to some more later in the week. Maybe your character will have an international background, Tony, in Ocean's 15.
That'd be kind of cool.
Could be a Swede.
Right.
Or what's the country with all the, underground dwellers?
That'll be North Korea.
Latvia or something, yeah.
Latvia.
Well, thanks for your call, Tony. This has been great. It's been a great welcome back to the
Yeah.
show for me.
We already got
Oh,
a
wait,
great
can I
segment.
add one more thing
Yeah.
for a second? You guys wanted a picture of my room, right? But I sent you guys a video instead.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys got it.
I've been in jail for a week, so I have no idea what happened this past week.
I saw
blame
it come
Zach.
through, Tony, and it's in our video queue, but we have a lot of videos, and we'll get to it eventually.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you, Tony.
Yep, thank
Keep an eye
you.
out for that Ocean's 15 trailer.
All right, I can't wait.
See you later. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Well-
Great call. Great way to start the show.
Yeah. Tony's always a source of balance and centering for me.
Right. I need a lot of balancing and centering lately, Matt. Without you here, Jock did a great job, but I was, I go home tired, more tired than I've ever been, exhausted. Just, we were carrying the show, and it's nice to have you back.
I believe it. I believe you guys were up to the challenge, and I really, again, am thankful for the job that Jock did. And I'm thankful for the job that you did.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I honor your life force.
I honor your
Publicly.
life force. Thank you. Publicly and privately. I have a, we both have, I think, been personally growing. And that's right. We both have grown over the past week.
It was a challenging week that required a lot from both of us, and I think that, well, I can speak for you. You stepped up to the challenge.
Yep.
Jacques stepped up to the challenge, and
In my public life and in my private life.
I know that there's been some pain privately lately, and I thank
Yes.
you for working through that
You're
this
welcome.
past week.
You were welcome.
We wanted to make the theme of today's show about personal growth and open it up to you callers. If you want to swap something, of course, you can swap a thing, or you can swap a story of when you went through something personal growth related. 413-961-4263. What was the
Awesome.
challenge? What did you learn from it? And how did you grow? First caller on that topic.
Hello, welcome. Come on into the William Street Swap Shop.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Zach and Matt.
Oh my God. All right. So,
Who is this?
yeah. Do you guys? This is my name is Jonas. Do you guys still have the Apollo patch?
I believe it's still
I
in
think
stock.
so, yes.
Yeah.
It's still in the shop.
Oh man.
Our graphics expert's
What,
pulling it up now.
Oh shit. Am I like an hour? How behind am I? I gotta refresh this stream. Oh man.
It's okay. Your daylight savings time in the U.S. was Saturday.
It's screwed a lot of people up.
I was late to a lot of appointments on Sunday, and I always say, daylight savings time, it always gets me. I wish I was in space where I didn't have to worry about time.
Space is the place, you know.
Right.
You know, something I've always enjoyed about space.
There's that patch.
Just that.
So you've got
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
you've got some interest in this Apollo patch. Tell us about what piqued your interest.
It's got that neat little A. And it makes me really happy inside. And I want it.
What does the A mean to you, Jonas?
You know, there's so many good words that start with A. There's apple. It's the second
Astronomy.
letter of your name, Zach, and Matt. It's like, oh my God, there's the Apollo patch right on my computer screen.
Is A your favorite
What,
letter or just like top 3?
I would say like top 14, but I appreciate it. I really do. What does Matthew want for it?
Well, we'd have to ask Matthew. I don't know if Matthew offered any items. At first, I didn't know if you wanted to swap for it or just look at it. You know, sometimes people just like to look at our items. And
Yeah, no, I do want to swap for it. I want it really badly. You know, I have a warped Miami Vice cassette.
Okay.
If you like that. I have a unopened 8mm Polaroid video cassette, so it's pretty short. I'm drinking a Burger King shake, but I don't know if I'd want to part with that right now.
That makes sense. You don't want to send a shake in the mail. It might not stay consistent as a shake, and it might.
I don't know if Matthew is lactose intolerant or, you know, how thirsty he is.
Right. Some people just like to look at items in our shop, but you want to trade.
I want to swap. I
So-
was, you know, born to do it.
If Matthew is out there, Matthew, now is the time to act.
Let
Shoot
us
us
know
an email.
if this is something that sounds cool to you or not cool.
Hashtag not cool.
You know, this. And if he's not out there, that's okay. I just really liked that patch. I've been thinking about it since Friday. You know.
Where would you
I've
put
been thinking about it.
it?
What were you saying?
There. Where would you put it if you could put it anywhere? Any time
I could.
or place
I
in the
would put
history
it-
of humankind?
Oh man, I would probably figure out a way to affix it to some sort of cloth.
You wouldn't
You
try
know.
to sew it directly to your body?
But I'm giving you the opportunity
Yeah.
to put this patch anywhere in the history of space and time.
In the
Like
history of space and time, where would I put this patch?
Where would you put the patch? Yeah. You could travel back to any person's
oh.
shirt. Joan of Arc? Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, it's got to be Joan of Arc. Like that's actually that's a really good suggestion right there, man.
And do you
So
think
we got to start talking business, man. Like what's going on here?
You could put it on any historical figure, and then that way when a picture or a painting is taken of them, we look back in history books and we'll say they knew about the Apollo program before NASA existed?
that's how
That's
how Joan of Arc discovered space travel?
Right.
They didn't like her because it was witchcraft that she knew so much about space and time, and it was really cool.
First in space.
And then
It
you
was
take a
really neat.
you take a little selfie of you putting a patch on Joan of Arc, and then you say, Kind of hard to explain, but I got the opportunity to put a patch on anyone, and I chose this.
Right.
Yeah.
Hope I get a lot of likes on this picture.
Smash that like button.
You should at least get 30 likes. That's a lot of likes.
How many likes do you average? Like, you. I'm sorry, what's your name again, caller?
Jonas.
My name is Jonas.
How many likes do you average on anything you do, overall across every platform?
My grandmother likes most of the pictures I put up,
So
but
just
sometimes
one
they're.
like.
Yep, that's one like, and I think she just has a Facebook, and so my Twitter, I average 0 likes.
Okay.
Well, we will like your things. That will give you an extra like.
Do you want us to can we just look up at Jonas? Is that what it is on Twitter, or is it?
You can. Yep. That's what it is. You caught me.
At JONAS. You got the unique name. You must have got on Twitter, the Twitter train right before it launched.
Yep.
I tried to find
That's
Zach. Lots of numbers after Zach.
I haven't had a lot of time to think of this, so I can't come up with anything. But what rhymes with Jonas? I'm sure you probably have figured it out by now.
I would like to address that, but I'm gonna have to address this guy in the chat, Austin Phobia. He's telling me Weezer jokes. He's probably gonna make some Jonas Brother jokes.
Okay.
And frankly, Jimmy, I don't know how I feel about that.
Uh-oh.
Beef has been thrown.
This is one of our first chat beefs.
Yep, I'm slightly sodium right now. I'm a little salted.
Whoa, you got the sodium up in you, bro.
And I would like to arrange a meetup, and we can have a Yu-Gi-Oh battle.
All right. What about if you were to put the patch on Austin Phobia, where would you put it?
I would probably
on his mouth.
I'd probably put it right on his back, so he'd never be able to see it. He wouldn't be able to enjoy that patch because it'd be on his back. He'd have to look in a mirror, and it'd be uncomfortable. And then the patch would be backwards, and it wouldn't matter.
I don't know the Weezer connection to Jonas. Is there a Jonas in Weezer?
I'm not sure.
I'm not really sure of the reference either.
I think do they have a song? Oh, Jonas, we were in
I think that's how it goes.
Beverly Hills. Oh, Jonas, take
Okay.
me back to Beverly Hills.
Okay.
That was a song.
That's
they did, I
actually
think.
it.
Yeah. But don't take any more pills, oh, Jonas.
They were taking sodium pills, and I took too many, and now I'm a little bit salted at, just so much stuff right now.
Hey.
I'm trying not to say the SH word.
It's okay.
And,
you just gotta calm down, Jonas. Relax.
I'm going to say
Monday.
I'm going to say it. Shrimp.
There you go. It's a Monday. You just need to relax. Remember what counts. The weather's nice. You have an Apollo patch that you might win.
It's 50 degrees out. It is a very brisk day out, and
your favorite letter is A. It's one of your top 14.
You guys are calming me down so much.
Great. Just don't pay attention to what people say on the internet. None of it is it's going to help you that much. We will help.
I'm going to go full screen, and I can look you right in the eyes, Zach.
There you go.
How much, what's going on with that great book? Maybe I'll get that great book instead.
I don't know about this one. I was not here to see it. Oh, it's Umberto Eco, yeah.
It's not the end of the book. So that means the book is just beginning.
Well, no, what's he trying to trade for it? What's the swap conditions?
We would have to check with Corey. If Corey's watching, Jonas is throwing down. He wants to know what are the swap
I'm ready to swap for anything. If there's anybody in the swap shop, I got this Miami Vice cassette and it doesn't work.
Start with what you got. You got a Miami Vice cassette. It's okay if it doesn't work. You can just put it on a bookshelf and say, hey, remember this show?
It's got that Phil Collins song on it, In the Air Tonight. It's really good. It's got, do you want to know what's on it?
It's got a lot of,
oh my God, the Full Eyes is so beautiful. It has Jan Hammer.
Oh, Jan Hammer, there it is.
Oh yeah, some Shaka Khan.
Well, we'll see. We'll kind of let it stew out there and see what we get.
Maybe send a picture to williams.gmail.
Yeah.
I got you. I already got you.
Oh, you sent it to us. Okay. Well, we'll put it up in our gallery, and then people will see it. People will swap for it, and before you know it, you'll be a swap millionaire.
That's what we do.
All right.
A lot of Bitcoins coming your way, Jonas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks for
Well,
the
I
call,
love you
George.
guys.
We love you.
Thank
Papa
too.
bless.
Thank you.
Take it easy. Have a great day. Keep your beard delicious.
Thank you. You have a great day after the call as well.
I will.
All right. So long.
So long.
You know, that's part of what I missed about this show last week is just getting a little sense of people's lives.
Talking to people, chatting with
Talking
them.
to people. When there's someone who's angry, you can maybe just give them a word of hope, you know, maybe steer them back in the right direction.
Call from
Right. A lot of calls today.
Yeah, welcome to the swap shop. We're discussing personal growth and
Come on
item
in.
swapping.
Come grow with us.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's Nolan.
Nolan,
What is up, man? How are you doing?
welcome back to the show.
I'm doing okay. I do have a story about personal growth, I guess, that
Great.
I can share.
Would love to
Okay.
hear it.
Yeah, I mean, so this past week has been a little bit. I know Matt was in jail for cannibalism, but I was going through a misdemeanor. I'd been dislocating my shoulder a lot and been in the emergency room twice myself, and Krista's been taking care of me and taking me to the emergency room like a great girlfriend, and it's been pretty harrowing dealing with all that.
How did you dislocate your shoulder?
Well, it happens a lot now. It all goes back to a drinking accident from about a year ago, where I drank a little too much and then fell down and fell asleep with my arm dislocated for about 12 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Then
but
you
now
woke
it's
up and your
now
face hurts.
now it's a recurring issue. It's happened about 15 times in the past year. So I'm actually heading to a orthopedic consult right after the swap shop today.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
so you and Krista, is it okay if we can call you the first couple of Swap Shop? I think they're kind of like
Sure.
our first.
Yeah.
We're always hoping that the relationship is going well and strong, and it sounds like it is.
It sounds
Yeah,
good.
we're moving in together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
what
should
did
be
she
good.
feed you when you were hurt? What did she feed you?
Well, I was eating a lot of goat cheese ravioli.
Okay.
And what else? Hash browns and eggs.
What about applesauce?
Yeah.
When
No
you-
applesauce, but
Do shoulder injuries require soft food?
not particularly, no, but I was pretty sedated, so
You don't,
yeah.
Did you feel let down by your shoulder when the initial dislocation happened?
I mean, a little bit, but I'm trying to look at the silver lining here that I might possibly become somewhat like bionic or robotic now, because when they rebuild my shoulder, it's going to be like, all metallic and like a robot,
Titanium
Yeah.
rods.
which will be pretty
You
cool.
might be able to join a sports team.
Yeah.
Something really good with that arm.
Maybe you could swap.
What was that, motorball or?
Yeah.
Motorball, yes.
Yeah, get into a league.
Maybe when they extract your old withered organic shoulder and replace it with a
Mm-hmm.
titanium one, you can swap the old shoulder.
That's a fantastic idea.
Swap the old.
Be
Yeah.
interesting to see what I can get. Yeah.
It would go for a lot of items on the swap shop. A lot of people would want that shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be swapping a lot of stuff because since we're moving into one place together, I don't want to flood the market, but we're
Gotta
going to have a
clean
lot
out.
of extra stuff. Yeah,
Maximize
So,
that
there's a-
space.
yeah, we'll try to just pick out the rare choice items, but
And-
yeah.
And keeping with the theme of personal growth today, what has the shoulder injury taught you about yourself and sort of, how you handle a crisis?
Well, I learned that it's okay to ask for help. I guess
That's right.
I
Never be ashamed.
Yeah, and that was one of my issues when I left the emergency room on Thursday, and I was pretty drugged up on morphine and propofol and Ativan, and Krista had to go to work, and I was by myself. I ended up walking down the highway in the rain for about 2 hours, all drugged up, which was not safe. I should have just asked for help for a ride or something.
Oh no. But then
But-
you never know. I mean, we always promote helping others, but sometimes you might meet someone who would try and put you in a ficus.
Right,
meet you
yeah.
On the side of the road.
Mushroom Jesus.
I like this image you're painting, though. It's like walking in the rain, and then the one person in this world you can count on comes through. She honked. Did she pull up with the spotlights behind you, and then pull over and?
Well,
you guys sweeping away on a chariot.
Yeah,
Nolan, get in
exactly.
the car. What are you doing out here in the
Yeah.
rain? I love you,
Yeah,
and
she was
I'm
not
sorry
happy.
your shoulder is hurt, but get in the car. What would I do
Yeah,
if
she was pretty angry.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, that seemed to be the consensus from everyone that I spoke to was, why didn't you just ask for help?
Right, but you were,
So that's kind of my lesson.
and you grew from it.
I did.
Do you want to
Yeah.
do you want to say anything to Krista about maybe, to thank her for how she's supported you?
Sure. Yeah, I know she's listening right now and watching. Krista, I love you. You're the best. I can't wait to move in with you. And thank you so much for taking care of me. And I'm sorry I peed on you a little bit in the emergency room.
Nice.
Fantastic.
She'll definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully your
I think we
shoulder's feeling better now.
We should take that
Yeah.
thank you and make it into something.
Yeah.
I like the way it ended. It's like a twist.
Sorry I peed on you.
Yeah, that was a weird little thing. Yeah, I was drugged up, and she had to help me out, and it ended poorly. I'll just leave it at that.
But that's what love is all about.
That is what love's all about, and I love her for it so much.
Right.
We just want to clarify the graphic we have up now, that this is from Nolan, not from Zach and I.
Right.
We didn't pee
I
on
didn't pee on anyone.
We have a policy against that.
No. Definitely,
Right.
It's definitely something I would remember if I did it, and I would not do it ever.
Right.
Could we just add a
Oh, it wasn't intentional.
Maybe we could add a parenthetical to this hashtag specifying from Nolan to Krista.
Right.
And then see if we can get that trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or just
get a lot of likes.
Yeah. I bet it would get.
I've been getting a lot of likes on Facebook lately, and I even, Matt, I was very thankful. Even you threw a like at me the other day.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
I like that pic. I was on vacation at the jail, and I was feeling good. Liking Nolan's pics.
I'm going to have to go and check your Facebook account, Nolan. I haven't been checking lately, and I promise I'll like some more pics.
All right, man. Yeah, no, I saw that. I was out at brunch. My arm was in a sling. I was wearing my suit, and I had my sunglasses on. And I was eating a Krispy Kreme donut burger.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
pretty good.
Tasty.
Yeah, those are some good shades, but yeah.
Well, thanks for the call, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Have a great rest of your
Good to hear you.
Yeah,
you too.
Go ahead and give a shout out to San Antonio for us. It's one of our favorite cities in the country, and we'll always have much love for your hometown.
Forget about Austin.
All right.
And South by Southwest.
South by
It's going on
Southwest,
right now,
we know what's going on.
But
yeah.
Nah.
Terrible.
Take it over to SA.
Yep. All right. Well, it's good to have you back, man.
All right, man. Thanks. See ya.
Thanks, Nolan.
Yeah.
That was
Personal
cool.
growth.
That was a good anecdote of personal growth.
That is. And Matt, I'd like to share my personal growth from just this that happened to me just yesterday.
Okay. I'd like to hear about it.
So, over the weekend, I was at a relative's house, helping them with some yard work, and they offered me a plant. It was a spearmint plant. It was something that I could use to grow in my house and make mojitos out of, is what I was told, if I were to drink. But I don't drink, but I love plants. I love greenery. I love plants. And as you can see, here's what the plant looked like today. I am ashamed and sad to admit that I was given this plant yesterday in this plastic bag to take home. I was explicitly told, take this home tonight. I know it looks wilted, but put water on it, let it get some sunlight, and it will grow, and it will give you spearmints. And then this morning, as I was driving, I looked back and saw the plant was still in my car. There it is in a bag. I have not done anything with it. I am deeply ashamed. I think this is unforgivable. I hope the relative is not watching this right now. I promise I will grow from this and will take this plant home this evening, water it, give it a lot of sunshine and love, and talk to it all night, because I would never disrespect a plant. They mean a lot to me. I love them very much. this plant will be taken care of. I promise you. I've personally grown from this experience.
I want to thank you for sharing that. I know that was a difficult thing for you to talk about.
You're welcome.
And I would like to share my story of personal growth from the past week. As you know, I was sent to a work prison. It was partially enclosed inside, partially enclosed outside. And one of my tasks was to paint a fence. And before you can paint a fence, you have to get your materials ready. You have to get your paint and your brush and your drip cloths, and then slowly you dip the brush in the paint and you let everything else just sort of melt away as you apply the strokes of pigment as our ancestors have for millennia to fences all through time. And I found that as I was painting the fence, I found a deep calm within myself, and I found the confidence to maybe start a new life. And with each picket that I painted, I realized I was growing as a man, as a father, and as a streaming content provider. And I thank you all so much for having patience with me through this time. I plan to return and to stay here forever. I will never leave the studio again. And Zach, I'll always be by your side. Sorry, Jack. It might be a while before the boloing happens again.
Thank you, Matt. That was a wonderful experience, a wonderful personal growth story. We have both grown this week, and we're proud of it. I mean, that fence looks great, Matt. You didn't miss any spots. I was waiting the entire time to say, you missed a spot, but it looks like you painted the whole fence. It looks great. People now are going to be happy looking at that fence much more than
I
before.
hope so. The future prisoners in that area will have a fresh fence.
It would be very, very, very pleasant to be in that backyard. Hey, we're stuck. There's a fence, but wow, it sure is pretty.
That's what I'm talking about.
Real quick, I think I just want to say I am sorry to the plant, and I will grow from this.
Do you want to say it to the plant in person?
Yes.
If you just tuned in, Zach has mishandled this plant, and it's a spearmint plant, and we are at the moment where Zach is going to reconcile his negligence
I promise.
before the eyes of the streaming feed and God.
I've personally grown. I'm a better person now. I'm sorry I left you in my car all night. I'm sorry I didn't give you water. I'm sorry I didn't put you in sunshine. Please forgive me. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. You're a beautiful plant. I can't wait to get spearmint from you. I want to give you a lot of kisses. And I want to look at you all the time, so I don't want you to die, okay? You're a great plant. You look great. I'm sorry I did that to you, but you're strong. I know you'll survive. It's not a big deal, I know. So let's just put this behind us. And I know you can hear this. Just please forgive me. Thank you.
If you guys have any objects you'd like to apologize to on the air, give us a call, 413-961-4263. Zach has just provided a great example of apologizing to a plant, and I think you can extend that to any other object in your life that you have treated poorly, whether it's a human, whether it's your vehicle, or an article of clothing that you ripped.
This plant will get better.
Today's theme has been personal growth, and I think I grew a lot
Right.
while talking to you today. I think we've all grown a lot and learned a lot about swapping.
It's been a pleasure to have you back. Matt, I just want to say another thing that has grown in the swap shop is our 17th deal. The deal list keeps on growing and growing, and we put this together with a small budget, but we were able to make it work, and we wanted to celebrate Visk's successful deal for the Blues Brothers vinyl for Visk's Beatles shirt. It's a t-shirt with a famous rock musician on it.
It's like a little remix.
Right.
It's like a mashup.
Put it together quickly, but we have to celebrate that growth.
That was a big deal.
Big growth for the
Two
swap shop.
extremely influential bands in American pop culture, the
Right.
Beatles and the Blues Brothers.
That's right.
Well, should we take it out with our personal growth
Yes.
video? We made one last tribute to discuss what it means to come alive in this world and to accept what the world provides to you.
Personally grow. Personally grow.
Personally,
When I go outside, sometimes the day I'm having is the greatest day, but I know I will learn something from that day, and by the end of the day, I will have personally grown. Not like a plant, but inside of me. I've changed.
I have problems developing the way I want to, and the world only seems to make it harder and harder each day. I have to look in the mirror and say, what is it you want to take from the world? Why do you want to be a better person?
If I can just grow better, grow, that's what I want. My body is filled with toxins and chemicals from the outside world, but personally, I am growing. I will become a better person, I promise you.
No one ever seems to ask my opinion or seem to care about the values that I have and where I want to see the world going. And sometimes I get very angry by that, but I make a choice to push it down and just suck it up.
And sometimes I have moments where I get upset and angry, but I take it somewhere else. I don't take it out on you. I won't take it out on our relationship. I promise. I'll never do that again. I've been upset lately, but I promise I'm moving on. I'm growing.
I always wonder, hey, what will this new day bring and how can I change my life for the better? And then I will write a silent letter to someone who's made me very angry and seal it and put a stamp on it, but guess what? I never mail it.
I'm looking. I need to hide. It's too much for me. Do not go and hide. Come outside and be personal and grow. That's what it's all about, and that's what we should all shout out. We're personally growing.
We're personally growing.
We're personally
three.
growing.
We're personally growing.
We're personally growing.
And we thank you for enjoying this show with us, hopefully. We will be back tomorrow to swap more things.
And
I'll
personally
never
grow.
leave again. And then I guess we'll do a personal growth handshake today and say it's a deal.
It's a deal.